On August 5th, an object weighing several tons will slam into the far side of the Moon at roughly 5,400 miles per hour. Traveling at 7 times the speed of sound, it will strike the lunar surface with a kinetic energy equivalent to 3 tons of TNT explosives. This projectile is actually a massive piece of human-made space debris. It's a discarded upper stage from a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, a piece of hardware that has been drifting aimlessly through space since it launched a pair of lunar lunators in early 2025. Astronomers are treating this impending crash as a once-in-a-generation physics experiment rather than a disaster. To them, this is a rare opportunity to observe a high-speed collision they didn't have to plan or pay for. We already have a strong baseline for what happens when natural objects hit the Moon. Solid, dense asteroids create predictable craters based on their mass and speed. A spent rocket stage, however, consists of a thin-walled, hollow metal cylinder. Current models struggle to predict what happens when a hollow object hits a planet. Unlike a solid asteroid, this rocket stage will crumple upon impact, distributing energy in a unique, jagged pattern. Scientists have localized the crash site to the Moon's sunlit western limb, near the Einstein crater. The impact is expected to gouge out a fresh crater, roughly 90 feet wide and 16 feet deep, small enough to be subtle, but large enough to be seen by orbiting spacecraft. This accidental crash is perfectly timed to provide real-world calibration data, allowing researchers to test their physics simulations against a real event. On the Moon, the low gravity and absolute lack of wind create a very specific kind of aftermath. There's no atmosphere to slow down or disperse the debris. Because of those conditions, researchers predict the impact will launch a massive central ejecta spike. This plume of dust and shattered hardware will likely reach an altitude of 60 miles. For a few brief minutes, this plume may become bright enough for observers on Earth to see it directly against the dark lunar limb. There is now a global effort to capture the event, with astronomers pointing ground-based telescopes toward the Moon's western edge to catch the moment of impact. Above the Moon, space agencies are maneuvering their own assets. NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and South Korea's Danuri are being positioned to take high-resolution before and after photos of the impact site. Observing this plume live will finally reveal how artificial impacts disrupt the lunar surface, clearing up decades of theoretical guesswork. Beyond the initial flash, the long-term scientific concern focuses on the physical threat posed by the resulting debris. Without air to stop them, shrapnel will be thrown on ballistic trajectories, creating a hazard zone spanning nearly 1,000 kilometers. This creates a startling contrast. While the impact crater is only 90 feet across, the shrapnel covers a significant portion of the Moon's visible face. This data is critical because humanity is on the verge of returning to the Moon for good. The upcoming Artemis missions aim to build permanent infrastructure on this very surface. Future astronauts and their habitats will be incredibly vulnerable to high-speed debris. In a vacuum, even a tiny fragment can hit with the force of a bullet. Knowing exactly how far this debris travels is now a prerequisite for deciding where to build future lunar bases and how much shielding they'll need. The SpaceX collision was a mistake, but it's giving us the survival data we need to safely build the next chapter of lunar exploration.